Houston Dash midfielder Maggie Graham. I'll go ahead and kick things off and then throw it over to you guys on Zoom.
Recording in progress.
Alrighty. Maggie, team's closing out this road trip here on Sunday in Utah. How's the team navigating preparations for that match?
Definitely just taking it game by game. I think we're excited to be having our last away game before a home game, but I think we just need to go and take care of business and do that in whatever way we can. So we're just preparing best we can during practice this week.
Thank you for that. We'll go with Dustin. Go ahead.
Hey Maggie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, we've seen you play kind of up front on the wings. It seems like you've kind of settled into that 6-8 role. How do you feel in that role? And also, how do you feel playing alongside Dani? You know, she's a veteran. What have you been picking up from her in that role?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely feeling a bit more confident now. I think playing one role consistently has helped a lot. I think I bounced around a lot in the first half of the season, which was definitely a blessing, but definitely took a lot of mental being on all the time. And I think now I've been able to really hone my skills as that kind of 6/8. And I think that's super helpful for me just as a player. And then for the team, I think me and Dani play really well together. I think, yeah, as a vet, she knows so much more than me and really knows how to read the game, where to be, how to intercept those passes. And I think I'm getting those skills from her, as well as kind of using my own athleticism to cover space and cover ground and do what I can to help her be able to make those big plays, make those big slide tackles. And then I think we're still trying to learn how to play together offensively, but I think it's coming game by game.
And we've heard Fabrice talk about you guys being dogs or becoming dogs, playing like dogs. What does that mean to you guys in the locker room, and how's that mentality kind of helped you guys in this push?
Yeah, I definitely think we always think about why can't it be us? Why can't we be the team that's successful? And we know that grit and that mentality can push us forward in games like we've had happen. We've scored at the kind of the buzzer of a lot of our games because we don't give up and never say die. And I think having that mentality can set us apart from other teams in the league because we just push ourselves to just have that extra ounce, win those duels, do whatever we can to be that grittier team, and hopefully it'll continue to help us succeed.
Thanks, Maggie.
Of course, thank you.
Diego, go ahead.
Hey Maggie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Talk to me a little bit about, the streak. It's the first time since, if I remember correctly, 2022 since y'all have gone on an unbeaten streak like this. How does that kind of feed into the mentality when it comes to going into a game like Utah?
Yeah, I would definitely say we're definitely not thinking too much about the streak in terms of just what it is, but I think it does give us that underlying confidence that I don't think we had in the first half of the season, that we can be successful and we can win games and we can get points. And I think that's helping propel us that even when things might not go our way during a match, if we go down a goal, whatever happens, we still have that mentality and that belief that we can get back out of it, we can dig our way out, we can make something happen. I think that's really helping us be confident and take chances and do whatever we can to win games.
Despite the success away, there still seems to be a little struggle at home. How are some things that maybe you guys have talked about when it comes to turning that tide here in the second half of the season?
I think it's just using home to our advantage. I mean, it's very hot in Houston, and a lot of the teams in the league don't play in areas where it is hot, and we have that to our advantage, so we need to kind of use it more when we do play at home. But even just having that same mentality that we've had this second half of the season of just winning games, working hard, being gritty, and especially taking that into our home field, I think needs to be important in the couple of home games we have left.
And then final question for me on a more reflective level overall. Talk to me through your rookie season, how you felt, and kind of some things that you've learned along the way.
Yeah, I would say like anything else, it's definitely up and down. You have great times, you have bad times, you feel like you're doing well individually, you feel like you're not. I would say the thing I've learned the most is just how to take in information and use it to my advantage. I think I've played a lot of different positions, I've played alongside a lot of different people, I've come off the bench, I've started games, I've done whatever, and I think just using all of those opportunities to learn and kind of propel myself individually, as well as understanding that your role can change dependent on what the team needs and what the team needs to be successful. And I think that's been my biggest takeaway of just trying to be a sponge, soak in all the information, and then move forward with what I know can help me be better individually.
Thanks, Maggie. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Andres, anything from you?
Yes, Maggie, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. You got your third goal contribution, well, third assist actually, first goal contribution since August. How do you feel going into the game against Utah, of course, going off from Diego's part of something great here?
Definitely excited. I think Utah's a great team, and it's going to be a dogfight of a game, and I think we know that, and we need to focus on that moving forward. But I do think we have a really good run going, and we're confident in ourselves, and I think each individual person on our team is completely bought in and wants to continue this streak or just continue to be successful in the second half of the season. So I think we're all just really excited to get another game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, thanks everyone for jumping on. We'll share this here shortly and then have additional items throughout the week. Have a good day.
Cool.
Gracias.
Of course.
I'll go ahead and kick things off. Fabrice closing this 3-game stretch here in Utah. How's the team navigating preparations for Sunday's match?
Yeah, so far so good. Obviously our third away game in three games or 3 weeks. So we've always said we're good at away, so we're excited. Group's in a good state of mind, and should be a really good game.
Thank you for that. We'll start with Diego. Diego, go ahead.
Good morning, Fabrice. I talked a little bit with Maggie last time, a couple days ago, about how the team's away success hasn't necessarily translated to home success. Could you talk to me a little bit about what you guys can do to necessarily get a lot more success at home that you guys are going to get some games here at the stretch?
Well, if you actually look at the second half of the season and the first half of the season, we've actually had more away games. So is that necessarily away games, or is that necessarily just the second part of the season? So if you look at the first half of the season, I believe we had, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it could have been 8 home games, 5 away games, and now it's flipped. So is that just because of the schedule? I also think it's just our second half run of form, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't look too much into home and away. But yeah, I mean, I think away, I would just say, because of where we train consistently in the heat, in the conditions that we train, when we go away, you have just a little more energy, and we're able to be more on the front foot potentially. So those are a couple reasons.
We've seen the Dash get a lot of recent acquisitions, not just starting the second half of the season, but even as of yesterday. Can you talk to me a little bit about how the new acquisitions boosted the side heading into this playoff push?
Yeah, look, our whole recruitment team, they know kind of what we're looking for. Very active constantly. We've added personnel, staffing from a scouting perspective, all that. So we're always on the lookout. I think the additions we've brought in have been really, really positive. Still a couple we haven't seen yet. But we're excited. I think if you look at the team, there's been so much change from even last year to this year, and a lot of it's been positive, but it's about gelling, and now I think we're adding the right pieces at the right time to already a really good core. So yeah, we're excited with the additions. Obviously, Malia being announced yesterday, was able to work with her a couple years. She's got amazing ability on the ball, defensively very, very good in terms of how she anticipates. She'll definitely add an element to our game that we're excited for as well. And then Lisa, obviously, we haven't seen yet, but she's been training really well. She kind of had a longer visa process, but now we're ready to roll with her. And as you can see from Clarissa, I think Clarissa and Messiah have had a good duo at that 9 spot, and all those guys have been really positive for us as well. And then Anna recently joining, she has tremendous experience in this league, and we're just excited for her to keep growing and kind of getting into the group.
And then final question for me. Utah, seemingly close to the bottom of the table. However, they've been able to pick up a lot of crucial results and have shown to really be a more resilient team than initially meets the eye. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you can keep the group's mentality from slipping into the, this is the guaranteed game %?
Yeah, look, if you look at the standings and you look at kind of things, there's not one person on our team that is even thinking this is going to be remotely easy. It's going to be hard from the get-go. So, yeah, we know it's going to be a dogfight, and so we're excited for it. They're a really good team. There's a reason why they've had the results that they've had.
Thanks, Fabrice.
Andres, go ahead.
Hey, Fabrice. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Doing good. Your team, of course, takes each game result by results, and of course, everything that goes is great. but the Dats currently facing a potentially setting a new unbeaten record, and of course on the road it could potentially happen. What are your thoughts, of course, of the team potentially setting a new record tomorrow?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you on this. We're just looking at this game, just one game right now. I'm not really worried about records or this, that, and the other. We're going to approach this game like every other game. We know it's going to be a dogfight, and we're going to be ready, and we're excited for the game.